Welcome to Living Well with me, Pat Nogar, and I'm so excited today. We are doing this show in the Palmer, a beautiful apartment development right on the main line. We're celebrating Thanksgiving in a chef's demonstration kitchen. One of my fantasies is to cook in that kind of a kitchen with a great chef, and we are doing it with a chef from Whole Foods today. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. You don't have to buy any gifts. You don't have to do a whole lot of crazy stuff. You just get your friends together and eat a lot of great food. My friends are here today. Let me introduce you to them. I have some really fun people here to celebrate with me. I have Ruth Scott.
Hi, Dad.
From Ruth's Cupcakes, or Cupcakes by Ruth.
Cupcakes by Ruth.
An absolutely fabulous cupcake baker who's been featured on the Chew. So you're really in the big time. And Michelle Leonard, who is a realtor extraordinaire with Century 21 and a hostess in her own right, does fabulous hostessing. And I'm really honored to have the mother of our chef here today, Roberta Acchione.
Cheers.
Oh, I'm so excited that you're here. You get to watch your son cook. So we're gonna do some really fun things. Let me give you a couple of tips. Number one, always have a cocktail hour at Thanksgiving. It kind of softens that time between the meal and the beginning of the day. And we prepared a great honey punch cocktail for our guests today that has honey and lemons and apricot nectar and vodka and apple juice in it. Tip number two, simple appetizers. Your guests are gonna have a huge feast. They don't need to have a lot of appetizers. So we kept ours very simple today. Cheese tray with crackers and olives. Let me give you the perfect formula for a cheese tray. 4 cheeses, a soft cheese, a hard cheese, an aged cheese, and a blue cheese. That's perfect. It's something for everybody. It's the kind of cheese tray that will make everybody happy. So I want to introduce you to our chef today and somebody else that we have special here.
Ladies, we're ready.
Come on out, let me introduce you to everybody first. This is our chef from Whole Foods in Wynnewood, Anthony Acchione. He's going to prepare the perfect Thanksgiving meal for us today, right? I am so excited to cook with you. This is like my fantasy, so thank you very much for being here today. And our sommelier, Michelle Gargiulo. Did I get that right?
Gargiulo.
Close. Gargiulo. I'm going to get it right soon. I was close. Who is a wine expert and is going to walk us through the thing that absolutely drives everybody crazy at Thanksgiving, and that's what wine to serve, right?
Right.
So you're going to demystify that for us
Yes, and
today.
I'm very excited to be here with you today, Pat.
And Michelle is from Savona Restaurant, which is my favorite restaurant, coincidentally, and a great restaurant on the main line. So we're going to go in now, get ready to cook. Come join us. One of our biggest dilemmas at Thanksgiving is what wine to serve. What do you pair with all of those various flavors that we have on the table at Thanksgiving? And thankfully, we've got Michelle back again from Savona, the sommelier, to talk to us about wine. How do we get through this dilemma every Thanksgiving, right?
Right.
It's a big problem for most people.
It is.
So Michelle sent me to the state store with a list, dangerous thing to do, and let me pick the wines using her parameters. And we started with this Brut, which, why are we choosing this one?
This is a drier style of champagne classically. It's a champagne method. This is actually from Loire Valley. It's a Cabernet Franc grape. It's got a great acidity level, which will go really well with our cranberry sauce and orange juice.
Oh, that's always a problem with cranberries,
Yes,
isn't it?
it is.
Okay. Well, this is a good one. I like that. I definitely have to have that on my list. And then one of my favorite, a Gewürztraminer.
Gewürztraminer. Yes, this is actually from Alsace, France.
And I learned something because I thought they were all from Germany, but France also makes them.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
right across the river,
Right
actually.
across the river,
so.
right. So this is perfect. And why this one?
This one has a lot of pepper on the finish, so it'll complement anything with pepper really well.
Perfect. I like that. And then a Sancerre, which for me is a new one. So I know it, but never really drank a lot of that. Why are we choosing this one?
This is a Sauvignon Blanc. It's a little lighter for people who are not
Perfect.
very big fans of the
wine.
peppery white wine.
Easy on the palate.
Very easy on the palate. Very easy to go down.
Goes with turkey and the veggies and
Very
things
well
like that.
with poultry and the green beans. It'll be fantastic.
Perfect. And then my favorite, always the star of my Thanksgiving show, and that's a Beaujolais. That's a new young wine, right?
Normally, yes, these wines are much less serious than most of the other wines from Burgundy, France. This is technically from the appellation, but if you ask a Frenchman, they say it's not. This is a Gamay grape, which is a lighter style. It should go really well for red drinkers
Perfect for
at the
Thanksgiving.
table.
So we're going to take all this wine to the table, and we're going to get cooking. See you in a second. We are now at the big moment on Living Well because we are about to cook the Thanksgiving feast. Isn't this what we all wait for? Yay! And I'm here with Chef Anthony Acchione from Whole Foods in Wynnewood, who is going to lead us through this. I'm so excited to be here in the kitchen with you today.
I'm thrilled to be here.
And your mom is here, remember, so you better behave.
I'm good to my best.
And we got our great ladies at the table, Michelle and Ruth and Roberta, of course, who are going to join us in this feast. So let's get cooking, right? As they
Absolutely,
say.
let's do it.
And we're going to start with what everybody starts with, and that's our relish.
Our relish,
And we've
yep.
got a beautiful, I love the color of this. How do you do that? I mean, this is obviously fresh, right?
Absolutely, it's a really basic recipe. It's just, you can either do fresh or frozen cranberries that we sell in our freezer in Whole Foods. And we sell, of course, in the produce for the fresh. But you pretty much just add that. If you have a Vitamix or a blender, you just add it in there.
And then you got it going, right?
Then you got it going. You got sugar too, and you got your orange juice and orange zest. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
So you end up with this beautiful, ladies, try this. Let me give you guys some of this. Here, grab that.
Yeah,
and,
go for that.
And enjoy some. Can you get that over to you? There you go. Enjoy some of this relish, and don't hesitate to tell us how you like it. I want to hear your reviews. So the relish is one of the first things people worry about. So we got that done. And then the next thing, of course, is our green beans, right?
Green beans, yes.
You know, everybody does that green bean casserole, which I can't quite figure out. So we've got a fresher version here,
Yes,
don't
we
we?
do.
So let's try this. So we can, so what do we do?
So basically just adding some oil in the pan. It's a preheated pan.
And we've got our green beans pre-cooked?
Got our green beans pre-cooked.
Okay.
And they're blanched, so pretty much blanched means that they were cooked in boiling water and then shocked to stop the cooking in ice. Yeah, you want to
because you don't want them to keep cooking, right? You want them to keep that beautiful green color,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Okay, so once you get
cool.
your oil
Let's
nice
go
and
there.
hot,
Yep.
we just throw some
We
green
just throw
beans
'em right in there.
Wow, oh, I love that sizzle. Oh, we are cooking now, aren't we?
We are cooking.
I love that. Do you like the relish? Is it good? So we're going to add, now we're adding some shallots.
Some shallots, yeah.
And they've been sauteed ahead of time.
Sauteed ahead of
See,
time,
so we can do all of
exactly.
this stuff early, and that's really the tip. Cook as much as you can before the big day. Then you're ready to really enjoy Thanksgiving, right?
Absolutely.
Just do your finishing stuff and you're good to go. And the turkey.
Absolutely.
So you throw in some shallots,
Yep,
and then what else are we going to do
shallots.
to make this
A
flavorful?
little bit of salt and a
A
little
little
bit
bit of salt and pepper.
If you don't want salt, you can totally
Leave it out if you like, okay.
Because the caramelized shallots
Give you
will
a
give
nice
it a good texture
flavor,
and
right.
flavor.
And a little pepper.
A little bit of black pepper.
And we've got a nice
got green beans.
dish going on here. So let's
Oh,
cook up some for our ladies.
grab
Okay.
one of these guys.
Oh, that stuff sounds fat. Here, I can actually just
You
scoop
can
them out of
grab
here.
it right
Yep.
there. That makes sense.
So we can get these for our ladies. And then after we get our, can you help me there?
Yeah,
There we go.
absolutely.
So, I love this. I'm gonna sneak one of these ahead of you guys. Let's see. Oh. You guys have a treat coming, seriously. This is fabulous. Okay.
Great.
So we'll start with you guys. There, you can start. Or Ruth, you can start it. Good. And we're boiling over there.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got a little bit of
Ah,
cream, but
that is so good, and they're so tender.
absolutely.
They're so
Yeah.
tender. Now, what everybody looks for, mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
I think they're in the oven.
I
Want to
got
grab
them in
them?
the oven. Let me go grab
And
those.
the mashed potatoes is something that drives everybody crazy too. Didn't that? I mean, do you ladies have? I have trouble with mashed potatoes. I even tried to do them in a blender once.
Or they're too wet.
Are they? Yeah, exactly. They're sticky. So you're going to help us do it perfectly, right?
Absolutely.
So now this looks like you've got skin in there.
Yeah, I got some skin in there. It's just a good texture. I mean, that's a personal favorite of mine.
Right,
I
okay.
really like the texture.
Okay, we can just put that
Put it
back there.
here, yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
And
All right, and we can just add the potatoes.
so we add
to
our
cream.
potatoes.
Yep.
And then what do we do next?
We're just pretty much just going to add them to our hot cream.
So we have the hot cream in the pan,
Yeah, and
you
it's heavy
actually
cream,
put
yeah.
the potatoes right in the pan
right into
with the cream.
Pan. Yep, right in there.
Now that's a really interesting tip.
That it is, yeah. It pretty much, brings life back to it. If you cook it, you can cook this a day before, and then
Wow.
just putting this right in here into the
I'm
hot
gonna
heavy
switch places
cream.
with you while you do that.
Absolutely, that sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, we're just gonna
That
add this
looks-
in there
okay, then
and
you
just
just-
stir it around pretty much.
Wow. So
they're
you
just gonna
end
be
up
really
with these
creamy.
really creamy. They look fabulous.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
You want a little more?
Yeah, I think a little bit more finishing it
There
up.
we go.
It's gonna
Okay.
be perfect.
Oh, you guys can't wait till you try this. This is amazing.
And if it looks like too much cream, it's okay because the potatoes are just going to
absorb
soak
it
them
like
right up.
crazy.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we've got this going. Ah, I love this. This is so good. Okay. So while I'm serving these,
Yes, absolutely.
let's talk about the one I've been waiting on, and that's our.
Pretty much our sweet potato and butternut squash
I just
casserole.
wanted him to say that because it just sounds so good. It's like, okay. So
yeah, let me
you
show you
heated those
actually.
up ahead of time,
Yep,
right?
I did, and I'll show you how to cut the butternut squash and to clean it because it's a good good thing to do. So pretty much you just want to take the tips off the bottom and the top,
Okay.
and then you're just going to cut it right down the middle.
Okay. We'll make
Okay.
sure we'll put this on our Facebook page too, so you can see that.
Perfect.
Because that's a really good instruction for
Yeah.
people.
So pretty much you just cut the tips off, cut in half, and then we want to cut the top part from the bottom part because the bottom part has a little bit less surface area and a little bit less meat than the top. So it has a different cooking time.
And I'm still stirring potatoes over here.
Yeah.
And you're right about how creamy they get. They just keep
They
absorbing
just-
that cream.
that they
It's
do.
amazing. Wait till you guys try this. You're
So
not
we're
going to
just
believe this.
taking
Okay.
out the seeds.
Okay. So we're taking out the seeds, and then you're ready to go.
Pretty much, yeah. You just pop this on a sheet pan with parchment paper.
And then roast it.
Roast it in the
And we're
oven
good to
just
go.
like
And you
this,
end up with
upside down.
something like
You
this,
have
right?
this,
So then how do
exactly.
we then get to our casserole?
So pretty much after this, all you want to do is we're going to take the skin off of the sweet potatoes. Just take the tips too off because they have more of a fibrous texture to them. But yeah, just throw them right in. Boom. And we have this guy.
And then we are ready, almost.
Ooh, oh, look at that.
Okay,
Oh,
look
man,
at
they
that.
look beautiful.
Okay, guys.
They're perfect.
Spoon of mashed potatoes. I'll let you guys start that.
You knew right when to take
Yes,
them off.
I
That
did.
is
I knew
perfect.
just, hey, I know my stuff,
You know your
right?
stuff. I can dig it.
Okay, so we have this already.
So we got that. I'm just gonna spoon these out. Let me get some of those
Okay.
seeds off there. Spoon the meat out. And that's the thing, a lot of people don't like peeling the butternut squash, but you don't have to.
So
You
then
just
once we
really-
get this done,
Boom.
because I don't want us to miss the turkey,
Of course.
so we get this done, and then we add what to this?
Pretty much all it is honey and a little bit of salt and pepper and cinnamon.
And maybe some marshmallows, right?
Marshmallows on top too. Yeah, absolutely.
good to go.
Can't forget the marshmallows. You're
Now,
right.
okay, I don't want to overdo the squash, but I do want to talk about
Absolutely.
our stuffing, right?
Yes, our stuffing, absolutely.
Okay.
It's as easy as getting a really nice crusty bread. So either our French baguette or the sourdough that we have, the San Francisco sourdough in our bakery department. You bake them every day, fresh. So you can use that instead of that, white bread that you may usually
exactly,
see.
Exactly. So now, once we get this done,
Yeah.
do we have enough in there?
Yes,
Okay.
we're perfect now.
So, okay, so we just add our what? Our honey?
Add the honey in there.
Oh, wow.
Boom.
Oh, that looks so good. And what
Drizzle
else?
honey. And then we got our cinnamon.
Some honey and some cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
And some marshmallows.
And some marshmallows.
And in the oven we go,
A little
right?
bit of cinnamon, yep. And that's it, a little bit of salt.
And
And
some...
we're just gonna mix it
Oh,
around.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh, that's going to be fabulous, isn't it? Okay.
it's gonna be really good.
So I'll finish mixing this for you.
Sounds
if
like
you'll
a plan.
share with us how you did this.
Yes, absolutely. So pretty much what you want to do is you want to take the bread and dice it ahead of time, like a day ahead of time, and let it sit out so it can really dry out. So then it'll soak up all the moisture, all the butter that you throw into there. And it's easy as, sauteing some onions, some celery in about a good amount of butter, and you just throw in the diced bread, and you throw in some stock.
So, and you don't have to use those loaves of bread. You can really do like a
Exactly.
baguette, which you
You
can
can
buy
use a
right at Whole
baguette.
Foods, right?
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
And in fact, most of this stuff you can get right there, right?
Yeah,
all of
pretty
these
much
things
all
come right
this
from Whole
stuff.
Foods. So let's go back to the sweet potatoes. You add some
Absolutely.
marshmallows.
Add some
This is my favorite
marshmallows
thing
in
to
there.
do. I want to
Yep,
add some marshmallows.
Absolutely.
And we're good to go, right? Put in the
Yeah,
oven.
we're good to go. Put it right in the oven. Let me get some graham crackers on
And
there
we're
for a
good.
little bit of
Oh, and
crunch.
sprinkle some graham crackers.
Yeah.
This is getting better all the time, isn't it? I love that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I like to hand crack
those?
them just because you get a bit
Okay.
more of a texture,
So we're going to put this in the oven, and if
You're
you'll
gonna throw
take
this
out,
in the oven.
and you know what we're going to
Yeah, we
take
can
now,
take out
right?
the turkey, the
You know
piece
what's
de
coming now,
resistance.
people, right?
Boom.
Okay. So while we put this in the oven,
Take the other
we're going to
one.
bring out the star of the
Yes,
show.
we are.
This is
All right.
the turkey. Woo! Let's give the turkey a round of applause, people. Hey. Oh, that is a gorgeous, gorgeous turkey.
Yes, it is.
Oh, now, after you bring it out of the oven, you let it sit a little bit.
Yep, you let it sit.
Let those juices kind of go back into the turkey, right?
Yes, absolutely. About like 15, 20 minutes.
But this is where everybody falls off the wagon. They don't know how to carve the turkey.
Absolutely.
They chop it up. It looks like somebody killed a turkey, right?
Pretty much.
It comes to the table looking like Who Shot John? So, show us how to carve this turkey.
Absolutely. So-
that was a real Southern saying, wasn't it? Who Shot John? Okay. So,
Boom.
show us how to carve this turkey.
Absolutely. Let me show you. So we're going to start with the turkey breast.
See, I brought my carving tools. You have your
Oh,
professional
cool.
carving
So
tools.
either way, I could totally use the
Either-
fork.
okay,
I
good.
could totally
Oh,
use the
great.
fork,
Okay.
So that works for me. Thank you
There
very
we go.
much. But it's pretty much, there's this bone called the keel bone right in the front.
What is
You
it
just wanna-
called?
It's called the keel bone.
Okay.
You just want to follow that with your knife. Like, the knife is right side of it. So you're going to go down and pretty much until, you just want to go little by little until you can't feel anymore. You can't like push anymore. And that's where pretty much the ribs are.
Okay.
So then you just want to turn your knife a little bit and just go along.
Oh, there's a
the
there's a
side.
science to this, ladies.
Yeah.
Look at this. Oh my gosh.
And
Look
yeah,
at that.
there it goes. And you just pretty
Wow.
much, we're gonna cut the skin right between the thigh, so it's easier to.
Look at that.
Just
I'm ready for
scoop on right
Thanksgiving,
out.
guys. I don't know about you, but that makes it really
Wow.
Boom, and there's
Wow.
the breast.
That is
well,
gorgeous.
here, okay, you want to put it over on our
Yeah,
plate
you
here?
totally put
Okay.
it on the plate right there.
Wow.
Got a little bit of meat
Look
there,
how
but this
perfectly
is.
that came off the turkey. That is pretty
Yep,
amazing.
So you pretty much do the
Do the same thing
with
on the other side. Wow.
Mine never looks like that.
I thought I was pretty good, right? But I'm nothing compared to this. This is a great lesson, isn't it? This is
Gotta
amazing.
get
Look at
that part.
Okay.
Boom. There's another breast.
Look at that. We have 2 breasts, complete breasts already.
And then my favorite, the thigh meat.
Now, how do we? Now that's the big one.
This is the one. So you just want to make sure there's this bone that's between the back
Okay.
and the thigh.
Okay.
You just want to make sure you get in between. We're just gonna hit. Boom. There you go. So you just want to pull the leg
the
out
leg
so it
out.
kind
Got
of
it.
comes
Okay.
out pretty
Okay.
easy. Just because when it's
This
cooked,
is
it comes
perfect.
right out.
Look at that. So
Boom.
now we have
Gotta get.
a perfectly separated leg.
Yep. Yes, we do. Boom.
There we
it
go.
is.
There it is. Yay! I love, that's pretty amazing. I mean, he is literally reducing this turkey to these nice sections in no time. I love this.
Boom. Here's the other side right
And
here.
oh my gosh, look at this.
Boom.
So then you take the breast in and just carve some pieces, right?
Right down. Yep. Exactly.
So I'm going to do that so these ladies can enjoy some of this turkey.
That sounds like a plan. Great plan.
And so you want to hand this over to them and they can figure out,
Absolutely.
can you guys figure out how
Yes,
to
I
divvy
can.
this up?
Here,
Here, I'll give them the,
bring it over here. Yeah.
there you go. Here, just slide it over right over there. Can you reach it?
Yes,
There you
I
go. Now, you have to tell us, look at that. Oh, come on, Mom, you served the turkey. I love that.
She might be too used to it, but that's okay.
And then, so now we have relish, we've had green beans, we've had mashed potatoes, the butternut squash with sweet potatoes, which, by the way, people, it's almost done. And it looks amazing. Okay, I think we'll let them be on their own for the rest of the time. So if you'll hand me that platter there, I'll fix them some of this. So, as you can see, our party, our Thanksgiving feast is in full swing. I want to share with you guys some of these fabulous potatoes. So you can try these. There we go. And we are ready for Thanksgiving. Chef, thank you so much for a
was my
fabulous
pleasure, Pat.
meal.
Thank
You
you
did
so
a
much.
great job. We all know how to have Thanksgiving. And when we come back, what else is left? Dessert. Let's give Chef a hand. We're out here on the terrace of the beautiful Palmer. Isn't this a perfect day? What a great day to close our Thanksgiving celebration. And here's a quick tip for you. After dinner, give a little break between dinner and your dessert. Gives your guests time to relax, let the food kind of digest, and then they can enjoy it better. Don't you think, Chef?
Absolutely.
So this is what we've done. We've had our dinner, and now we're on the beautiful terrace of the Palmer, ready to enjoy our dessert. And we've got, Chef, what do we have?
Some pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Absolutely.
Which is made at Whole Foods. And in fact, everything that we've enjoyed today, if you don't want to cook for yourself, you can buy pre-made at Whole Foods. Take it home, put it in your dish just like you did it. Nobody will ever be the wiser, and you'll have a fabulous dinner. So you're happy to cook for people for Thanksgiving,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
So go to Whole Foods and get your whole dinner. So this pumpkin pie is made at Whole Foods. And you want to serve this for us, Chef? We can enjoy, so everybody can enjoy this beautiful pumpkin pie. Michelle, you want to hand us the plates over there?
Absolutely.
And Chef, Michelle, while they're doing this, we've had great liquor all day, beautiful wines, nice cocktails.
Right.
Everybody's in a happy mood. What can we use with pie? What can we serve with pie?
You could serve a few things with pie. Port wine, people tend
Ooh,
to
a
really
nice
like
port, yes.
with dessert. Madeira would go very well. It's oxidized, so it tastes very nutty, which
Ah.
complements the pumpkin very
Okay.
well. And you could always do a Canadian ice wine.
Oh, I love ice wine.
Ice wine is delicious.
Ice wine is fabulous. I love that. So, we've told you what to have for dinner, what to drink with your dinner. We're now telling you what to have for dessert and what to drink with your dessert. So I want to thank all of our guests for being here. Chef Anthony Acchione from Whole Foods in Wynnewood. Thank you so much for all of your work.
Thank you.
And Michelle Gargiulo, thank you so much for telling us how to enjoy our wines, keeping us on the right path
course.
from Sabona. Stop in at Sabona and enjoy the Friday night wine tastings, right?
Yes.
And of course, Michelle Leonard from Century 21 and hostess extraordinaire, and Cupcakes by Ruth. Ruth, thank you so much. Ruth Scott's been fab. I know this is maybe not quite the same as your fabulous cupcakes, but boy, I tell you,
I do love pumpkin pie.
you
though.
can't do Thanksgiving without pumpkin pie, right?
I'm always thankful for pumpkin pie.
And of course, our chef's mom, Roberta, thank you so much for joining us. Weren't you proud of your son?
Very proud.
He did a great job. And thank you for joining us for our Thanksgiving feast. We'll be back next year to do another feast, and join us next time with Living Well with me, Pat Nogar. Thank you.
Yay, Pat. Woo!